You're watching WECT News at 6.
This Sunday marks the 21st year of the Battleship Half Marathon, a race that takes runners all around the historic ship. For one runner, this marks his 14th race in just 2 years. WECT's Alex Garena brings us the inspiring story of one man who is working to defy stereotypes both on and off the course.
I see it as humble to overcome, but by far not a limitation. However, I have to push back on people who think it's a limitation.
Meet Michael Fraint. He'll tell you he's a runner, an advocate, and an aspiring motivational speaker. I was reading your shirt, and it says, regardless of your limitations or abilities, always challenge yourself.
Yeah.
Are those kind of words that you live by?
Yeah.
As we sit along the Riverwalk, Michael types his answers to my questions. That's because he has cerebral palsy, a neurological disorder that affects muscular function. Cerebral palsy causes speech impediments, lack of muscle coordination, and muscle tightness. You may think someone with a disorder that affects muscle function wouldn't be an avid runner. Not the case for Michael. How did you get into running?
I did the Miracle League 5K in 2018, and when I crossed the finish line, my friend jokingly asked if I wanted to do it again. Of course, I took it as a dare, so my next race would be the Bald Head Island 10K.
In less than 2 years, he's run 13 races. Sunday will mark his 14th. He's running the 10K portion of the Battleship Half Marathon.
My race is kinda like my training. Sometimes I run with friends. For example, last Friday I ran 5.3 miles in preparation for this coming Sunday.
Michael can certainly teach you a lesson on determination, but he can also teach you something about differences. What would you like people to know about anyone that has cerebral palsy or any kind of disorder that maybe others think, oh, you can't run a 10K? What would you say to them?
If we were treated the same regardless of our disabilities, we would not have to spend our lives advocating for what would seem like obvious gestures. For example, I currently only have one core group of friends that see me as normal. We can tell when you are treating us differently, and it's not pleasant just being superficial.
Michael's mindset is focused on the future, the next race, the next lesson, the next defied stereotype.
My ultimate goal for running is to at least do a marathon, but I would love to do those off-trail races as well. As an advocate, I would love to grow my following on social media to a point where I can get sponsored trying new things and traveling the world. I am a firm believer that the only way for people to grow is to challenge yourself.
For someone who overcomes challenges daily, I had to ask. The inspiration and the motivation to be as awesome as you are, I mean, where does that come from?
It's honestly just hope. I'm not always happy. I have my down times and I get frustrated with my circumstances, but I always have to remind myself that there's always someone worse off than I am.
Congratulations, Michael!
In Wilmington, Alex Garena, WECT News.
That's pretty awesome. WECT is a proud sponsor of the Battleship Half Marathon. The race starts at 8 Sunday morning. Runners will start on North Front Street, run around the battleship and across both the Isabel Holmes and Cape Fear bridges.